Welcome to the channel, my fit and geeky people. So yeah, just before we jump into the video, make sure you leave a subscribe. Yeah, if you haven't, leave a like, leave your thoughts in the comment below after you finish watching the video. Yeah, so yeah, let's jump into this. So yeah, a while back, me and my friend Obi did a Wes Watson vs. Andrew Wilson battle.
You say, why must you have the thing before you hang on, let me ask the question.
Because hypothetical is hypocritical.
Let me ask the question.
Hypothetical is hypocritical.
How do you even know what I was going to say before I've even been allowed to?
What does that mean?
Then what was I going to say?
You're going to say, why can't you ask the question?
Hypothetical is critical.
So that's
Isn't
not
what
what
he said?
I was going to say. What I was going to say is, how in the world can you create a standard that it's inappropriate to ask somebody, how come if I don't have X thing, because I don't value X thing, does that mean X thing is actually valuable?
You've never experienced it, so you can't speak about it.
You think that I haven't experienced wealth? Even poor people.
I was asking if you...
Poor people experience the gains of wealth.
And he just came across, I mean, this was the first introduction to who Wes Watson is as a person. He just came across like he's just materialistic, arrogant, loud, demeaning, cares everything about materialism, and it was just yeah. So on today's video, we're reacting to a piece done by What Do You Meme YouTube channel, and he sort of like digs into like the downfall of Wes Watson.
See, when people feel insecure, they feel small. And one way that they might try to compensate for this is to make others feel small so that way they could feel bigger. And this insecurity often leads to arrogance, which comes out in how they treat others, especially those that don't have as much money. For example, it usually looks something like, well, like this.
Driver, he was just quiet the whole way as I just laid into this idiot on the way here, because these people, they always just insert their advice into my life, and whatever me and the guy were talking about, I had to yell at the dude, tell him he's a dipshit, and he shut the up. And then the Uber driver's like, you shouldn't let people get to you like that. I said, no, bro. How old are you, dog? He said 67. I said, you're an Uber driver at 67. Let's just go over the facts. You just picked me up at my $25 million house. You're dropping me off at my warehouse. Look inside there. I opened the garage. I said, there's Rolls Royces and Lamborghinis in there. That lifted truck right there is $600,000. I was like, you're an Uber driver at 67, bro. Look at your physical condition and look at where you're at. You're an Uber driver. You just picked me up at my $25 million house. Like, you picked me up there. You saw it, bro. Why are you giving me any advice? All you should do is ask me what the I do and how I did it. And you should realize that top people, the only reason a lot of you guys are not top people is because you don't yell at people.
See, the arrogance is just seeping out, and the disrespect and the shout. It's almost like, what? Just, that's a good advice. Take it from an older man, 67-year-old. Even though it's an Uber driver, you don't know what he's lived through. He's probably going through retirement. He's just passing out time just doing Uber driving. It's just a pure arrogance. Like, yeah, she just leaves that bad taste in your mouth.
And it gets worse. Without even realizing it, they start to treat everyone worse and worse, including the people that they hire to work for them to make their lives easier.
We still need to hear this noise when people have to just walk around your house blowing leaves because they don't have any better solution. It's psychotic. Who the likes this noise around their house twice a week to pay for it? Okay. There's a good invention for you, mother. Shut. Watch. Here you go. Hey! 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 Get out of the backyard. I'm trying to do something. It's too loud. It's way too loud. No! I'm doing something. No! Well, there the you go. 2 minutes of the video wasted.
You'll never have to struggle with trimming your balls again. That's right. It's impossible to accidentally cut yourself. You can use...
Because these motherfuckers just don't get that it's so fucking annoying to sit there and, there's no possible way that needed to be done at that level.
It's just, again, like, he just treats people like absolute shit. And also, he has no handle on his emotions. You think, like, a grown man who calls himself a professed alpha male would have controls over his emotions. Like, why is he throwing tantrums just because the gardener is doing his job? And then he goes on a rant about, what? Idiot. And also, this is probably a good example where you'd say power corrupts, but then, is he really power corrupting, or is he just always been an asshole ever since?
But here's the thing. This type of arrogance might feel like dominance, but it comes with a price. What they often don't realize is that by treating others this way, it will eventually ruin their relationships over time, and isolation and loneliness become inevitable. As time goes on, the arrogance and the continuous need to punt others down becomes too much for people to want to put up with. I mean, who would really want to spend a lot of time with somebody that treats their so-called friends like this?
I don't operate too well around normal people because they're stupid. They're in their position. They're in the same position they're in because they're not that educated. They don't understand what the is happening. The motherfucker pushes my Phantom door with his hand on the paint. I go, motherfucker, have you ever had your car washed? And he goes, what? And I said, have you ever had your fucking car washed before? And he goes, oh, come on, Wes. I said, nah, dog, have you ever washed your fucking car? And he goes, oh, come on, bro. I said, do you want someone putting their fucking hand all over it? And I grab him by his neck, and I'm holding him by his neck. I'm like, you stupid motherfucker.
Yeah, the thing is, it's like, at some point, I predict he's gonna sort of like come full circle. Because as we get older, we need people in our lives. And if you're treating your friends and families like that, like, people are just gonna be in his circle to take advantage of him because he's quite arrogant. Seems like he would just be taken advantage of, even though he claims alpha male. But yeah, it's just a very toxic mindset. It's actually disgusting.
But the saddest part about all of this is not just that people will stop wanting to be around them, but it's sadder when you realize the reason why the people that do stick around in the first place. You see, if you get your ultimate sense of self-worth and value from how much money you make, deep down you believe that making a lot of money is the ultimate thing that makes you valuable. And the most ironic part is that eventually others will start to believe that as well. So after your arrogance begins to push people away, this leads to you only being left with people that are around because of your money rather than who you are. And if something happens and you start to lose the money, not only are you now at risk of losing the last relationships that you have left, but you're also at risk of losing your ultimate sense of value and self-worth. And before I show you this next clip, I want you to imagine what would happen if you were in this alpha male's position and people stopped paying you thousands of dollars for your courses. Because of the way that you see yourself and the way that you see others, you probably won't consider the fact that maybe you or your product is the reason why you're losing customers. You'd probably blame it on them for them not being as successful as you. And you might even start to treat potential customers like this.
Correct. Like, the arrogance, the bullying behavior, again, he'll surround himself with all these fake people, all these fake alpha males, calling himself the real alpha male. That's not it, bro. Again, he claims to be an alpha male, but the biggest simp out there, because he's done this.
I think the issue is with modern dating right now.
I mean, too many men hurt a lot of chicks to where they don't want to commit really. And so there's just this weird fear of like commitment. So everyone's transactional.
Everything's transactional in Wesley Watson's world, including women, apparently. You'll see that later on in the video.
How do you feel of about women with kids? Because I think your ex had a baby.
I would have loved more.
Because that almost seemed like it was perfect because she had a kid already.
Yeah, I would have loved more than anything to raise her daughters and shit.
You single?
Married man.
How long you been married now?
2 years. My second marriage. The first one completely was a disaster.
What was the biggest lesson you learned from your first marriage that you took into your second one?
If she's got face tattoos, it's probably a bust.
But apparently there weren't enough to scare you off in the first place.
Yeah, I think I could save them all. So I always try, and it fucking wears you down. It'll suck all your energy.
He's actually being honest about this. This guy loves saving women, especially single mothers. First he married this one.
You end up marrying Wes Watson. What attracted you to Wes?
It was a very vulnerable time in my life. The stress of like, hey, you still have to be a mom. You still have responsibilities. Life still keeps going. It doesn't stop. You know, of course it was, you know, let me help you. Let me take care of you. Let's work on it.
Did you like that he was Mr. Fix-It? He was that guy?
Never. Wes Watson tried to save this woman, raise her kid, and she still cheated.
It's an evil world we live in.
I've been cheated on by my ex-wife right in my fucking face. I've been fucking just...
How did it feel like when you were cheated on?
It fucking broke me. I wanted to be with her forever. I'm very committed. Like, I was raising her...
Did it hurt?
Yeah, I was raising her son. And I caught her in the car with a...
Yeah, so as you can see, there's going to be a little downfall on Wes Watson in terms of social media attention and how much money he's actually going to make. I mean, I don't think if he's actually going to go broke unless he's also just arrogant and just a bit dumb when it comes to money. But yeah, we're seeing the downfall of like sort of like the alpha male and the red pill space, fresh and fit, getting demonetized here and there, losing fans, losing followers. And it's just that thing where when an extreme thing comes into action, it rises fast and it drops faster at the same time. Yeah. So yeah, if you like the video, please leave a like, leave a sub, leave your thoughts in the comment below. Till next time, peace.